What's up, everybody? We are live tonight with Black Diamond Guns and Gear here at Boog Brand Open Mic. This is episode 2. Thanks for stopping by. We just wanted to have a little fun tonight, and these guys volunteered to come on the show, and I believe the phraseology was slam us through some fucking tables.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up with you guys? How's things going, and how's Tennessee?
It's going pretty good, man. We love Tennessee. Tennessee is dope, as the kids say.
Except for today. Today has been the rain has came down so much today that we really couldn't even do anything outside.
Yeah. Pat's in the chat. What's up, chat? Pat, what's going on? Pat RMG, Pat Real Man of Genius. Yeah, it's cool, man. Tennessee's great. The weather is really weird because you don't know whether it's going to rain, snow, or be really fucking hot, and it's just
or all of them at once.
Or all of them in the same day. Like it's,
right.
So it makes shooting videos a challenge. So other than that, it's pretty cool.
It's awesome. I know the weather is definitely a crazy thing around here too. I mean, this week we've had so much rain. I've posted video, I think, on Instagram even, where it was like hurricane style rains, and it was like 3 days in a row for 5-10 minutes of that, just nonstop, just torrential downpours, and it's like no warning, nothing like that. And luckily, this year I haven't got caught in it on the bike, so now this week I'll probably get slammed.
Oh man, Josh used to ride bikes.
Yep.
Almost died on one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like a common thing down in Kentucky and Tennessee. Everybody I talk to rides a bike. Almost died on one. Jihadi deer fucking run out and got me.
Yeah. His was a truck.
Yeah, I got ran over by a box truck.
I know a guy who ran into the back of a box truck.
It's a story to tell.
Yeah. But I'm still alive, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That is all that matters.
Roll call. Tactical Pineapple's in the chat. What's up? And Pat is still there.
Yeah, Pat. We got 3 watching. That's not bad. We could bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers, right? Anyways, hey, I just wanted to, kind of watch your channel. I've been watching for quite a while now. Just interested in seeing what you guys got coming out. I know you got the Fat Guy holster. Obviously, I'm no little guy.
Me neither.
I think I keep giving you guys crap online. Hey, when are we getting that Canic?
Yeah.
Canic.
Dude, hey, we're working on it.
That's good, because I'll be working on buying one then.
The thing is that Jax Tactical, the guy that does our holsters, he's like, he doesn't know anything about Canics, and he's just like, I don't know what to order. There's so many different kinds, so many different ones, and he's like, if I order the wrong thing, people are gonna want this one, and I'm gonna have this one instead. He's like, it's a whole thing. So he's working on it. We're trying to get Canics in there. There's just a lot of different types of Canics.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a few different types. It's nice.
I guess you carry a Canic, right?
Yeah, I carry a Canic TP9SF full size. So
okay,
I don't mess around. I go with the full 5-inch.
Yeah,
it's a decent little gun. What was that?
The thing about it is, with that guy holster, you could totally carry the full size, and you wouldn't even know it's there.
Yeah, and I mean, I know it's there now. I definitely know it's there, but it's something that I've done since I was able to start carrying, so it's never been an issue. I put my I've got a 238 as well. My wife's gun. I'll throw that on, and it's like, where the hell is it? I'm like,
yeah, where'd it go?
You keep that. You can keep that thing. That little purse gun.
Yeah. Hey, but so the thing about the holsters now is that we used to do them with just the straps like this, straps on.
Mm-hmm.
And now we are getting ready to launch it with an Ulti Clip. So basically, this thing will allow women and guys or whoever to put it on gym shorts, to put it on leggings, to put it on anything without a belt, because this thing acts like a thing of suspenders. You know how you put the suspenders on and you kind of clamp it down? Well, this thing, you could literally put this on a T-shirt and it's not going to come off of it. I mean, it's really cool, and that's coming out. We're gonna have a video on that here pretty soon.
Yeah, I saw you guys had a little bit of an update. I don't know if it was on Instagram or maybe it was on IG. You had a little bit of an update that was coming out. It seems pretty cool. Definitely something to look out for. I know
it's just everybody's looking for something I mean, everybody wears gym shorts. Everybody wears, especially if they're going to the gym or just hanging out or whatever. I wear gym shorts at home.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it's
Nothing
cool to have
more
that thing on you so you can actually carry it all the time. I mean, so
right.
I wear shorts.
It'll work on your tidy whitey band too. Yeah. So yeah, no, I
Exactly.
definitely
Yeah.
I agree with the basketball shorts year round, and just nothing better. It's come home, take the freaking work pants off, throw the sweat shorts on, and just lounge. I'll plow snow and
Unless you're
things.
just in the nude, and then
Well, yeah, but nobody wants to see that from me, so.
hey, yeah. I don't care if people want to see it or not. That's why I live in the country.
Yeah, that's fair. Living in the country is definitely nice. So you guys got your range. How's that? How is it having a range that close to home?
Here's the thing. This is what people don't know. Okay, we're gonna give you the scoop on what's happening. Okay, so basically, the first time we got out there, we got the range started as far as building our berms somewhere around October. Okay, last year, and my uncle or my wife's uncle actually bought 8 acres out there, and so we owned 8 acres basically. And we had purchased an acre from him to build our house on and all that stuff. Long story short, as soon as he bought the 8 acres in 2018, I knew, hey, this is somewhere out in the country. I can go out here and shoot, and there's gonna be nobody that really gives a shit. So we, because we're on 8 acres, who would think that anybody around would give a shit?
Right.
We go out there, we start shooting while we're out there. Next thing you know, we purchased an acre to start building a house. So we actually built our range where, and this wasn't actually supposed to be a range where we literally shoot every single video. This was just a range where if we wanted to go out and test something, we could, or if we wanted to shoot a video out there, we could. It wasn't like our end all be all range.
Right.
So we built a little berm, that was, filled with tires. It actually took a long time to do. It took like a whole weekend. But it was pretty cool. Anyway, it had tires. I mean, you've seen the first one, so it looked like an L shape. It was cool. So that all happened. And I think the first time we had a company out there, which was Durmag, our friend Lobster Media and Durmag came down, and they brought some full auto stuff like that for us to shoot for a video that they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And we were out there pretty early in the morning, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock. But like again, we're in the country. Who would give a shit what we're doing out there?
Right.
Not to mention, in Blount County where we live at, it is a Second Amendment sanctuary city. Like they are just, it is pro 2A here everywhere. Like we have like 13 or 14 commissioners in this area. Every one of them are all 2A. They push through 2A stuff all the time. And just like what I'm going to tell you about. So basically, we're out there shooting, and I have a neighbor that lives literally up and over the hill and on the other side of the hill from my house. And so she comes around and she's just like, how long y'all gonna be doing this? Like, what are you gonna be doing? And she's like, I got horses over here. You're scaring the horses, all that kind of stuff. Needless to say, she's on the other side with 11 acres of land on the other side. Her horses are way out there, right? And so she comes up the top of the hill while we're shooting, and I'm just like, hey, we gotta quit shooting because there's a person up there standing on top of the hill. And so we get talking to her, and she's like, can y'all not do this all the time? And I was like, look, we run a YouTube channel. This is what we do. We have to do this. Mm-hmm. And this is pretty much like our second job. Because we both still work 40-hour plus jobs. This is basically a side gig. Yeah. Unless you get to that Iraq veteran stage or that TGC stage.
Even then, I mean, I was talking to a couple guys, and it's like they have a hard time letting go of that full-time job because of the security, especially in your guys' niche. You know what I'm saying? You're not out here doing meme reviews or this or that. You're legit out here shooting guns, which obviously, if there's the whole question of whether I can even pull a gun out here on stream, unloaded, not whatever, for safety demonstration purposes, and my channel just gets shut down.
Oh yeah,
because it could end tomorrow. You never know.
Right. I mean, and it's YouTube, so they don't exactly care what anybody on our end thinks.
Yep. And so with that being said, we have had a battle with a neighbors, actually all of them, all around us, like the whole time we've been there. and it's been going on for over a year. And yeah,
we've had visits from the ATF.
Yeah, man, we had ATF come down. We had a drug task force, and this is the funniest thing. We were in Georgia shooting some videos with Iraq veteran, and we were down there. My uncle gives me a call, and he's like, "Hey, where you at?" And I was like, "We're in Georgia. We're shooting some videos down here." He was like, "Oh, well, you might want to stay down there." We were just like, "What's going on? What happened?" And he was like, "Well, I think the ATF is here, and they want to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh, what is that about?" And I could only imagine that my neighbor called him. But, they got on the phone. They were all on speakerphone. It was, Blount County Sheriff's Office, ATF agent, whatever his name was, and somebody from the drug task force. And they were like, "Hey, we had a video that came across our desk, and it was basically the one that we shot that had all the full auto stuff in it from Durmag." It was that video. And he was like, "Where'd you get those full autos from?" And I was like, "Man, when they came down here, they called Blount County Sheriff's Office, and they told them what we were doing. They had the licensing for it. That was not our stuff. That was their stuff. They brought it here with them, so they knew about it. It was on record that they called them and let them know that's what they were doing." And I was like, "So that was none of ours." He was like, "Okay." He was like, "Well," he was like, "We love y'all's videos. Keep up the good work." So we were like, "Great."
Excellent.
So ATF's on our side, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Our local sheriffs here, Blount County sheriffs, they're on our side. And the funny thing is that none of the neighbors can do anything about it. I mean, we have what are they called? Resolutions that were put into place like 4 or 5 years ago that protect us from from exactly what they were trying to do. So it's a long story, but man, we are literally still battling that, and we're just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy when you have that much acreage too between you.
Yeah, and everybody out there is like that. It's all big acreage between everybody.
Right.
But yet some people just really want to butt in your business.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I know. We just recently moved here, and I'm like, I love where I'm at. I love that my daughter and my kids have some place close by to go to, but it's like, I want more country. I grew up country, but even then I look where I grew up, and it's just so overrun with people now. I mean, there's so many people just everywhere. You can't get away from them, and even if you get a 20-acre slot, everybody's trying to put their stuff in right 2 minutes away from you because they don't want to pay for all that running lines. And
oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Have you seen everybody's in the chat here? Hypoluxia's in there. Stuntman Mike's in there. Yeah, he said so much facial hair is happening right now.
yeah. Just imagine next week he's gonna be on too. I think he trimmed his down, but
really?
still, yeah, he's got that mask face. He had to get rid of that. Working business. I think his boss. He said something about his boss getting on him about how nice his beard was, and emphasis was.
Yeah. Dude, we had people telling us we needed to, like, I deliver to stores. I work for a company that is, we deliver food and stuff like that. And we had to start wearing them in the stores when we started delivering. So I basically got one of those, those face shields or whatever.
Yeah, the neck gaiter or whatnot.
Yeah, that works good for me. I just wear it around my neck. It almost feels like a turtleneck, but it's a lot lighter. Right. And I just kind of pull it up when I go in. And it's good to go. That way I don't have to wear that thing that goes around my ears. No, thank you.
Yeah, I know. We just literally, as of midnight tonight, we're hitting a mandate here in the States. So any place indoors that's not a personal residence, you have to wear a mask.
No kidding. That sucks, man.
It's like, all right, so now I'm out here and I'm like, what in the hell are we doing? So I'm up here on Sportsman's Guide, like, all right, here you go. This is a NATO mask. I get it for $73 shipped to my house just to be that asshole,
Yep.
Just a full-on gas mask. At least mine will work.
Yeah, no kidding. Yours will actually do something.
I saw a guy that I was watching a video the other night. It was a guy who went in Target and it said, big bold letters on the front door says you have to wear a face mask that covers your face. So he wore like a Lone Ranger mask in, and I was like, that guy's my hero.
Yeah, I saw a guy wearing like a full clown mask the other day, and I was like, that's what's up.
Right. Yeah, Hypoluxia in the chat. It says that's the story of the century. We was shooting with IV-88, and the ATF shows up, and no dogs were shot.
Yeah. Well, we were in a completely different state. No.
Right.
Hootie Hoo's in here too. What's up, Hootie Hoo? Time to party. My buddy's wearing a full Trump mask. That is awesome.
That's perfect. You got to do something.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I think it's funny that you can do what they ask you to do, but also make fun of them in the process, and that's great.
Right. And Stuntman Mike says he was at Disney World last week and a guy was legit wearing a half face respirator. Each your own, man. I mean, what do you got? At least, I say, at least people who are wearing something like that, theirs actually has a filter. Theirs actually might work.
Yeah. Okay, so since we're on this subject, let's get into this. What do you think? Do you think that it's real? Do you think that it's a pandemic? What do you think about it?
You know, I get asked this question a lot, and I honestly, at this point, I think the science is there that the virus is real. There's something out there. Is it as bad as they said it is? No. Is it gonna go away because of anything? No. I mean, I understand. I follow virology and stuff like that, and it's extremely related very closely to the SARS virus and the MERS virus.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about how when summer hits, it's gonna go away. Well, MERS is in freaking Saudi Arabia, and it's a camel-born virus. It's in the same fucking family. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to be doing this for a while. Like, do you think that?
One of the best things that I've heard, how long are we going to have to keep doing some of this? Was asked, somebody asked a doctor. It's probably a joke, whatever. But they asked their doctor, how long are we going to have to do this? And the doctor literally said, I don't know, I'm not a politician.
Yeah. That's
it's
the thing.
Literally, you think back under the Obama administration, we had the swine flu, right? Swine flu epidemic was absolutely one of the worst epidemics since, in modern history. Came through way worse than the flu, killed a lot of people, killed way more people than what the coronavirus has at this point.
Yeah.
And nobody did anything. People put signs up to wash your fucking hands. Like,
yeah,
come on, have some decency. Aren't you supposed to wash your hands to begin with?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only thing that I could say the outcome of this has made everybody a lot more germophobic.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing to me is, like, it's personal responsibility. Did we just throw personal responsibility out the window?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying for the greater good. Well, who gives a shit about the greater good? Like, it's your responsibility to take care of yourself. If you have pre-existing conditions that could be affected or made worse by this virus, shouldn't you just fucking, do your own?
Yeah.
Be a little more self-conscious. And some people say, well, that's not fair. Well, it is fair. You're saying that you're going to punish everybody because a couple people might get sick.
Yeah. It's kind of like the same thing of gun control.
Right, right. It is exactly the same thing. And really,
everybody for the
ridiculous.
You did, yeah.
Yeah. And
I kind of believe on the same lines you are on. I believe that the virus is real because it's definitely real.
Right.
But do I think that it's going to be survivable? Yes.
Yeah,
do I think that it killed people? Probably. Do I think that the numbers are inflated? Absolutely. Yeah. Every time somebody dies, the hospital gets so much money because if they put COVID on there or whatever, So it's.
Right.
I don't know much about it, but I know that.
Well,
I know that big political stuff is basically what's running our country right now. So why would that not be the main focus of it all?
Right. Absolutely. If you look at everything the way it is, it's just absolutely crazy. All these states that are shutting down, they're no worse or no better than the states that are open. The difference is literally the political party that's in charge. It's the only difference. It's crazy when you look at it.
Who says, we live in the country. None of us country people wearing no stinking masks.
Until you got to go to the city for something. That's the unfortunate truth. Did lose you there? It looks like we might have lost him for a second. But yeah, so we'll go through the chat here for a second. Hypoluxia, bleed over into our show. Yeah,
I'm losing you. I think I lost you.
Yeah, we did lose you for a second. You're coming back. The Hypoluxia said, bleed over into our shows. Boog. Yeah, a little bit, Hypo. We kind of, kind of had a pre-show discussion for next week. Hypoluxia is going to be on. We're kind of talking about conspiracy theories and how people buy into things. So that should be an interesting one, along the similar lines of what we've been talking about here. Let's see, Josh and Josh. I ran into little Josh at the range a few days ago. He's the awkward bump guy. Carcane in the chat. Welcome to the show.
Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
There's when I went in to pick up that Brownells BRN 605.
Okay. Josh just got himself a new retro build.
Nice. So with all the guns you guys got, all the channel work you guys do, how is it you guys maintain ammo in today's day and age?
Well, believe it or not, we're pretty sparingly. We sparingly use ammo for the most part. When we know we can't get it, we use it very sparingly. But here recently, we had worked with a company back a while back called Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. They were our first sponsor when we first started, and they sponsored with ammo and stuff like that. So
it's actually the shirt I'm wearing right now.
Oh yeah, Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. Yeah. Nice. But they basically got a hold of us and was like, look, we like the progress that y'all are making. And, before, when they were our sponsors and they were giving us, a couple thousand rounds a month or whatever to do videos with, we had like 700 subscribers. So there was no return on their part.
Yeah, there was nothing in it for them. They just...
Yeah. And so they were like, hey, guys, we're not really seeing any return, so we have to not give you this. Basically, it's not worth it to us. And I was like, hey, I totally get that. We were just happy somebody's willing to give us some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we are progressed into the 25,000 mark, they basically started talking to us again. Not that they didn't talk to us before, but they basically were like, hey, we want to help now because we know that we could probably get a return on it. And so they basically started selling us stuff at cost, letting us use firearms and stuff like that. And they let us know when they have big pallets of ammo come in. And they do. Like last time they had 2 pallets of Wolf steel case 9mm and 223 and 7.62. Yeah. And they had like pallets of them. And he was like, we're going to let you come get it before everybody else does, basically. So that's how we're staying in it right now. And we go down there and buy 5,000-6,000 rounds of 9mm, and that keeps us for a while,
Right.
Now, that is one thing also is Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo also has a website. So they do update ammo on the website every now and again. And in saying that, you can go on their website, you can buy different types of ammo, and you can use our promo code to get, 10% off?
Yeah.
10% off ammo purchases.
That's not in effect yet, though.
So, but it will be.
But it will be, yeah.
Upcoming. Spoiler alert, right?
Yeah, I know, right? They have, by the end of the week, they're supposed to have 4 pallets of steel case 9mm Wolf. Nice. And your shit should be able to run steel case. If it doesn't run steel case, then it ain't worth it.
Oh, no, definitely. We got a shirt on our website, actually, this Brandon Herrera inspired. If it can't run the steel, it don't deserve the brass.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's absolutely true.
That's what I run out of all my AKs.
Yeah.
It's, you just run what you got. Run what you can get. And the thing is, a lot of people don't even realize, too, they sit here and complain about it. At the end of the day, what are you preparing yourself for? What are you getting yourself ready for? Why are you training? What are you doing? A lot of people, some people are going to say they're training for the Boogaloo, they're training for, Civil War, they're training for the end times. Literally, the only thing anybody actually trains for is home defense. Because they ain't training for dirty ammo they're picking up off the ground. They're not training for... They don't understand how to clear a malfunction that's caused by 300 rounds of corrosive ammo through something that's just finicky. I think we might have lost you again, so we'll go back to the chat for a second. We got Stuntman. He's training for the second toilet paper run. Stuntman Mike. That's excellent. You're going to probably need it for that second toilet paper run. I actually seen Costco, our local Costco, is actually blocking off aisles again and stocking up on toilet paper and water again. So you just take it from that. They're stocking up on it again, and they're locking it down so people can't get to it. They're expecting another run. Take that for what it is.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to have another shutdown type deal.
Yeah, I mean, when this whole thing started, I was telling my wife, I'm like, end of August, early September, they're going to be doing this shit again. It's almost guaranteed.
It's definitely going to happen. Because first of all, elections. This shit's going to happen.
Yep. You want to push the paper ballot? How do you do it? Let's put everybody at home.
Yep. That's what they're trying to do. So, yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I think that's definitely what's going to happen.
Right. So, anything else real quick you guys wanted to kind of talk about? Looks like Stuntman Mike says bars are already set to close on August 8th in Knoxville. That's
Damn, really?
You guys we were just talking about that before the show about whether bars were going to be affected or not, and it looks like they are.
This is what I don't understand. So basically, we're allowed to have liquor stores open. We're allowed to have places that sell lotto tickets open. Some restaurants and stuff like that. But they want to suppress people's religion. They want to suppress churches. They want to suppress. Why? Why is that what is deemed unacceptable?
Our strip clubs are even allowed to be open here. How do you social distance in those places?
Hey, if you actually look at the police reports that are like coming out now, you would actually understand probably why they have the strip clubs open. Because literally in my local area, the police have responded to they've had like a 900% increase in domestic violence cases through all of this, with people being home and stuck at home with their spouses. Absolutely crazy. But as far as liquor stores are concerned, I understand that. The suppression of the religion, I think they've gone too far. I'm not even gonna, doubt that. Yeah. But I understand keeping liquor stores open because as somebody my mother was a hardcore alcoholic. If she would detox on her own, it would kill her.
Really?
So if you would take all this alcohol away from these people who are just hard alcoholics, they just drink all the time, the second they get sober, they're trying to do it themselves. They're stuck at home. There's no hospitals for them to go to. There's no treatment facilities for them to go to because all that was shut down too.
But I'm saying, why is that deemed unacceptable? I mean, why is that deemed acceptable for something to be and the other things to be unacceptable?
Right, and all I'm saying is I think part of the reasoning behind leaving that open and making that acceptable was because they know that the public health crisis would be greater by putting all these people in a position where they couldn't get the alcohol they need to actually survive day to day.
That's one thing I've actually not heard from somebody. I've never heard that perspective of it before.
Right, and I'm not saying that's what they were thinking. I mean, that's a thought process that takes some that's an intricate thought process that requires physical knowledge or an actual history of dealing with that. I think to go through. And I don't think anybody's actually thinking with that level of integrity, but I get what you're saying, 100%. And it's absolutely nuts.
Pat was saying he can't wait until November 4th. What's on November 4th, Pat?
The day after the election.
What day is election day?
November 3rd.
Oh. Oh, man.
He can't do math.
Sorry.
Yeah. If November 4th is the day after, it's probably November 3rd.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people actually don't even, in talking to a lot of individuals, they don't think it's going to make it to November 3rd. It's sad. But if you look at the pressure that they're applying, I mean, if you look at society as a green branch just pulled off of a tree, you can bend the shit out of it. You can push it to a limit. But they're pushing so hard right now, it's starting to fracture. I mean, you see it with the riots. There's no middle ground anymore. You're either here or you're here, and there's no middle ground, and they're just wrenching on that thing right now.
Yeah, that shit's still going on daily in a lot of cities.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got friends. It's absolutely crazy, but I've got friends in Kentucky area, not too far away from where you guys are. Yeah. And if you literally Google body found news, it's crazy. In Marshall County, Kentucky, they've had 6 or 7 bodies found in rivers, all out-of-towners, all unexplained deaths, according to the reports, but they've all been found with bullet holes.
Wow.
And this is the county where Paducah is.
Yeah.
It's tiny little county compared to what's going on. They haven't had a murder in 20 years. They've had 6 in the last 3 weeks.
Wow, that's nuts.
That is crazy.
And it's, you literally look that up and just look local. It's crazy. When my buddy told me just Google it once to see what happens, I pulled it up and I'm like, there's like 6 bodies like within 30 miles of me that have been found in the last 3 weeks that I didn't even know about. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not on the news.
Right, no, not finding anything on the news about it. Or you'll see something locally on Facebook or whatever, and then it's gone. No follow.
I'm gonna stick with the James Yeager rule of thought. Get your mags and get them loaded, because it's probably gonna come.
Right.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, it's so close right now, and I don't want to be an alarmist. I don't want to say anything like that, but it's better to be prepared and not need it than not be prepared and be sitting there with your thumb in your ass going shit.
Yeah. Why do you think we're buying 7,000 rounds at a time?
Well, it's YouTube. It's YouTube.
Well, yeah, we do have to use it. So
you don't have to. You don't have to, but we appreciate it.
Yeah. No, it's fun, man. This is the way we look at it is we would be doing this anyway. So why not record it?
Right. Absolutely.
And I'll be honest with you, like it's cool to get to shoot all the guns and everything. Like we're going to go to the Iraq veteran shoot here in October, whatever. Pat's going. Everybody's going. Mm-hmm. We're going to go. I think who went last time? Yeah, we met him there, and he's going to go. And are you going to go?
Am I going to go?
Yeah.
No, probably not. I'm so minuscule in all of this, and to me, my whole thing, I just, with my kids, I try to keep as much time for my kids as I can, especially with everything going on. I'm working full time, plus I'm running the business on the side, plus now I'm trying this, and just I like to spread myself thin.
Yeah.
So travel's not my big suit.
Right. But we go out here and we shoot the guns. We get to do all the stuff. We get stuff to do videos on and stuff like that. Like it's really cool.
Yeah.
And that stuff is cool. The coolest part about it, man, is
absolutely.
We get to watch we watch these guys on YouTube and stuff like that before we even started doing YouTube. The fact that we get to hang out with these dudes and just shoot the shit with them all the time is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like free shit is cool. Shooting guns is cool, but hanging out with these guys and actually making friends,
with
the guys that used to watch,
the friends along the way are the coolest things, and getting to meet new people. When we go to NRA, I mean, there's the NRA annual meeting, or this year we're going to SHOT Show. We're going to get to meet people that not only watch us, but also the people that we watch and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, there's a ton of people we haven't even met yet, and that's the funnest part about it.
Right. No, I definitely understand that. I mean, I've been, obviously I'm new to the YouTube thing. I'm new to trying this. I've been around for quite a while. I've actually been a big part, of Tyler, Tundra Tactical's, whole deal, helping out there on his Discord mostly, getting involved with those guys. It's always been fun, and
we like Tyler a lot.
Yeah, Tyler's a good shit. Hypoluxia, great guy. And then, branching out even, just getting to know and hanging out just even in Discord on internet with some of these people, it's really cool, just even this. And the whole point of me doing this was kind of just to bring all those same people back together, and then a bunch of other people too. I mean, like, I don't want to do this for just a window box of people. And if you want to come on and talk about flat earth theory, I'm not saying I'm going to agree with you, but I'll let you come on and talk about it. That's kind of do whatever you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just want to meet a bunch of different people and see a bunch of different perspectives. And it kind of gives me an opportunity to just meet and see a bunch of different people. So I fully get that whole meeting people is the coolest part.
Huh. You there?
Yeah, you just kind of cut out. I was just going to go back to the chat here. I saw Carcane said, hey, Black Diamonds Guns and Gear, y'all got that SOT hookup going? Can't wait to see some full auto videos.
Oh!
Talking about that. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. So
Well, it isn't out of a big bag.
Yeah.
You can pull back yet.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it's a secret. I mean, it's just not.
We knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
We didn't know if, and I mean, we knew it was going to happen. We just didn't know when.
One way or another, it was going to happen. And at first, we were thinking, hey, let's get an FFL and all this other stuff, and eventually get an SOT. That way, we can have. The thing is that we have companies that want to send us stuff all the time, as far as like suppressors, not machine guns, but suppressors for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't do that unless you have an SOT and all that stuff. So basically, we are responsible parties underneath an SOT held by Liberty Bell Firearms, which is an awesome company that puts together all kinds of stuff, and he does awesome Cerakote work, actually.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the ARs in some of your videos. I think you did the diamond drill.
Yeah.
That was the latest one. I think I saw him. You had a red one, and I think it was a distressed blue and black one.
Yeah, there's a camo. I have a camo 43X, and my wife has a turquoise camo woodland 43X that he did, and he just does awesome work. But anyway, we're going to be an SOT responsible party underneath that, so we're going to be able to do full auto stuff and have suppressors and that kind of thing. So all that stuff is coming. I don't know if it should have been secret or not a secret. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's legal, so it's
going to happen.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
All the paperwork's there is one thing.
So Pat RMG says, agreed. I like the friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, that's a cool part of it. Getting to meet and everybody is so cool.
Yeah, everybody. That's the thing. When we started this, man, they were like when we went down to NRA, our first NRA meeting. We went to the panel. The TGC panel, dude, John Patton and Johnny B and all those guys, they were just like, they were open arms. They're like, come on, hang out with us. Like they were totally all for it. And we had nothing then. We had I don't remember how many subscribers we had.
300, I think.
We were probably in nothing even close to being even anybody would even know who we are. But those guys knew who we were, and so that's all that mattered, and they wanted us to come hang out, so we did. I mean, that's the coolest thing is that everybody just welcomes you in because it's a big family. It really is. There's no. I'll put it to you this way: I used to play music. I played music for probably like 20 years, which shows you how old I am. I'm old as fuck. But anyway.
Hey, we're all old. Some of us in this industry are old as fuck.
Yeah. So, played music for a long time, and at that point. When we were playing music, you pretty much got to fake it till you make it. And nowadays it's different. Back in the day, you're trying to get a record contract or right. Whatever, and it's just not like that anymore. So kids, it's not like that anymore. Don't worry about it. Just go online.
Stay away from the record contracts. You can do it yourself.
That's what you're gonna do. But anyway, so back then it was cutthroat. You had to. Oh,
you got the puppers.
So it was cutthroat. It was you had to be better than the other band. You had to get this show first before the other band did or whatever. And you got pissed if the other band got the show and you didn't. It's not like that in this, man. In this industry, the GunTube industry or whatever you want to call it, everybody's cool as shit. And I'm literally saying I haven't met a dickhead yet, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I mean,
some people are assholes, but I haven't met one that isn't willing to help people out.
Right, and there's a difference between being an asshole and a dickhead. I am very much in person an asshole. I tend to try not to be a dickhead, unless you've earned it. If you've earned it, you're gonna get full fucking dick. You're getting it. But I totally, that's definitely something that I've seen in this whole community, and I've from a long time ago, like before my clothing brand, before even Tyler. Dealing with other things, I've helped other websites, done promotion for this and that, and just even getting a hold of people that are in the industry and trying to say, hey, I appreciate what you guys do. Would you guys care if I promote you or this or that? Like, you learn a lot about people just in a little conversation online, and the GunTube community has really been one of those that's just like, I've never seen an issue with. And never, trusting people, like, Fit and Fire, like, I offered him, I do woodworking is fun. And when he got that Atlantic Firearms AK, his first one with the Chicom blonde furniture, and he was going to change it out, I'm like, send me the cheap garbage. I'll make it look fucking phenomenal.
That's awesome.
She sent it to me. I did the woodworking on it, cleaned it up, sent it back to him. I don't want nothing for it. I just want to do it for you. It'd be something cool. You know, here's your cheap Chinese garbage back, but it looks way better.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, Fit and Fire Mark, man, he's such a cool dude, man. We really like Mark.
Yeah, I mean everybody's fun. Everybody that I've talked to so far has been phenomenal, and
yeah,
you don't see that in every industry. I mean, even, you know, like you said, music. I understand how cutthroat it used to be. I never played music, but I used to promote music. I was a promoter for local bands back in the MySpace days. So if you want to talk about how old you were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So just promoting local bands, and then on the weekends I'd work the bars as a bouncer, you know, so I got to know everybody. But crazy.
I had long hair back then, not a long beard.
You know, it's funny. I had really little short hair on the side, but big old mohawk, and just some really weird facial hair at the
time. I think I had like the chin strap, you know, like the goatee or the chin straps on the side.
Oh yeah, everybody just had the thin line straight down.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly what it was.
It pretty much just migrated from here to here.
Yeah. Mine went from top to bottom.
Yeah. I still have a little bit of hair up top, but I don't keep.
You gotta razor that shit. Razor that shit off.
Yeah. Well, I don't razor it. It doesn't. To me, it's whatever. I buzz it every once in a while.
Yeah. I keep a little bit.
You know, I buzz it every once in a while.
You gotta get that shit smooth. You gotta just razor it off.
I can't do that. I just look. I give you a lot of props. I got a lot of respect for you, because the pork chop on the back of my head, I've tried. It's just, you know, I'm not cutting that shit open anymore.
Yeah. No, man. What you gotta do? Just what you gotta do. You gotta get one of those the Gillette Pro Glide. That shit right there is the best razor you ever have. It goes right down in the crease. Get it out. It's awesome.
I have to remember that when I hit that point.
Now they do make this thing called a skull shaver.
And you can yeah, that piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit. I've never used it before.
Yeah, I know a couple. I haven't used it personally, but I know a lot of people who have, and they just say it's the worst thing in the world because you have no control of it.
Really?
You would think it's attached to your fingers. You kind of got smooth control, but you don't have any finite control. Really? So you don't have the dexterity of your whole hand to actually maneuver with your head. You're just using your fingers and your wrist. It's the worst thing. So it's hilarious, though, if you get somebody who buys it or give it to them as a gift, and then make sure you're there with a video camera when they use it the first time, because they all come out with toilet paper squares.
Yeah, I'd use this a Pro Glide, like Gillette Pro Glide. That's what I use. It's super simple. And I use this, I think it's called cream that I buy at Walmart. It's like $5, and it works phenomenal. I don't hardly have any cuts in my head at all. I mean, I shave my head like twice a week.
It's a lot of work. I'm lazy.
I'm good.
I do it in the shower.
I get out of the shower. I get out of the shower and I kind of just go like this, and I'm like, we're good. Nobody looks at me anyway.
So how do you cut your hair normally, though? Do you normally just cut it with like
yeah, I just got a wall trimmer.
Yeah.
Wall trimmer, number 1, just buzz it.
Just take it down as low as it'll go, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what Josh does. I tell him, you just need a razor. You just get over it and just razor.
Man, if I did it, I feel like I would like run a razor across my head and it'd look like a potato peeler, like half my
it'd be a remake of Comfortably Numb, the Black Diamond Guns Gear version. Just take the nipple off.
He said he's gonna get it tattooed. That's what I just said.
I'm gonna tattoo my head at some point, but I'm still to the point to where I'm like, what do I do? You know, so.
Yeah,
I mean, literally just shave it and tattoo the entire thing, kind of like Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, just go for it. I mean,
I'm too small to be Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well, yeah, but you can get a tattoo like his.
But you could be Bam. You could be Bam Bam Bigelow 15 years after the steroid use.
I could be Bam Bam Little-o.
Bam Bam Small ago. I'm the Bam Bam Bigelow in this group.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm King Kong Bundy, so.
That's funny.
Yeah, no. I don't care. It's not a lot of work for me. I usually make my 2-year-old shave my head, and she actually enjoys it. She thinks it's funny. So.
Well,
I give her that, and just so long as she doesn't get anywhere near the beard, she's okay.
Yeah. Now, back in the day, like when me and my wife got married, I had I had short hair, but I still had hair. But you could see like a little balding spot in the back. And I was like, after our wedding, I'm just going to shave it and get rid of it. And so that's what I did. I just got rid of it, and I haven't looked back since. I actually like it better this way, more than I did having hair, because it's so much easier to take care of.
Well, a lot of people say that too, and it's just, it is what it is, but you got to watch the sun too, you know. At least I got a little bit of SPF, you know.
Yeah. I wear a hat all the time. Dude, you should be able to see do you see that? I don't know if you can tell that or not. But I have
with the camera you can't really see it, but you can kind of tell the little hat line.
Yeah.
So
because I always wear my hat backwards, you can see it right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Pat RMG says he's going to his high school reunion tomorrow just because he still has a head of hair.
That's awesome.
That's great.
It's funny when you get to the 20-year mark how many people don't. But then it's like all the assholes you're like, you were so vain, and then you like look them up on Facebook and just see, or they pop up on Facebook randomly, and it's like, oh my god, I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be that person.
I don't even know when my reunion was. Like, I don't think I never went to it for sure, but I don't know if there even was one.
Yeah. I know we've had them. I've never been to one. I don't plan on going to one. To me,
I missed my 10-year, and my 20-year is going to come up in 2024. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I should probably go, but
20 years,
probably not.
Yeah, my 20 should be next year if they do it.
Wait, what year did you graduate?
2004.
Yeah, that's when I graduated. 20 years out of high school. That is nuts. Yeah. I don't feel like I'm 20 years out of high school.
It's crazy, and the older you get, the faster it goes. It's absolutely nuts. I'm like looking back at my work history, and I'm like, oh man, I've only had 2 jobs in 17 years. I remember like 3 jobs ago.
Man, yeah, I can't tell you how many jobs I've had. Now in the last 7 years, I've been at the same one, but before then, I hopped over jobs like you wouldn't believe.
Right. Oh, Hypoluxia says he uses an easy stripper and weed whacker line to clean his head. But no, I mean, I get jumping jobs. A lot of people. We lost you for a second. There you go. We can hear you now. I can hear you now. You ain't on Verizon, are you? You still have storms coming through your area, or it could be anything. Who knows? Internet's never in my favor usually. Coming back. Come on back to us. There you go. We can see you, hear you. You're jumping back.
Yeah, I know. It was really weird. I could hear like That's all I could hear.
Don't worry, we weren't making fun of you too bad.
Oh, okay, good.
It did not freeze where it looked like you had a penis in your mouth.
Yeah. No, I took that out a long time ago.
All right, good.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat RMG says the older you get, the faster it goes, and that's why old people drive slowly. That's a good point, but you know, I always say that when I get old, I'm not gonna slow down for nothing. I'm gonna go 100 miles an hour everywhere. And when the cops pull you over, what's the hurry? Look at me, I'm fucking old.
I'm dying, man.
I would say that I would drive fast, but my truck don't go fast, so.
Yeah.
See this little thing he drives. You wouldn't think that he'd drive that, but he does.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I drive a Datsun.
A Datsun? There's nothing wrong with a Datsun. It's the Datsun pickup?
Yeah.
That's actually fucking cool. It's been a long time since I've seen a Datsun pickup, but man, I got nothing to say. Those are some cool little trucks.
Yeah.
Like they're unique. They're unique. It's something different.
One time. You there? Oh, yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
I rode in at one time, and I think the truck was leaning to my side pretty heavily.
I don't doubt that at all. I rode in a Volkswagen Rabbit truck once. I'm pretty sure the frame was scraping on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's the way I felt too. I was like, "You sure you want to take this? Sure, we're gonna come out of the driveway, okay?"
Should we take my 1500?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta improvise. Just you slide over into the center.
He likes to make fun of me because I drive a Ford.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a Ford. I give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, you're right.
They circle their problem.
What?
They circle their problem. I give them all the credit in the world.
No, Fords are fucking awesome. That's why. That's why there's no problem with them. But
everybody gives everybody shit about trucks, but
he makes fun of Fords. But that's where we do the most riding at when we go places. Because I can't fit in your Datsun.
No, I do have two Chevy 1500s. So they're older. They're like 90s models.
Josh refuses to get a new car.
Yeah, I won't buy one.
I don't disagree. I wasted entirely too much money on my last vehicle. I'm not spending it again. My next vehicle, I'm going older again. I'm gonna buy a freaking 60s Cutlass and say screw it. I can work on it. Parts are cheap. It's still on the road now. It's gonna be on the road in 10 years.
Well, I bought a.
Let me ask you this: how much do you pay a month on your truck now?
Just the truck by itself?
Yeah, just the truck.
$520.
$520. You know what I could buy each month? A brand new Glock.
That's true. I'll give you that one. But I got air conditioner.
I can roll both windows down.
I have two crank windows, he says.
Yeah.
But no, I did buy he had an 86 F-150 and it was really cool. Yeah. It still had the bull nose and it was a great body style. And I like all the older F-150s. So I bought that from him and it's actually pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I bought it for $250.
Yeah, $50.
Nice. But, you sold it to him for $500, right?
No, actually it was like $400 or something like that. Yeah, wasn't bad. It's a good deal, that's for sure. It's run and drive. I mean, it's carbureted.
Nothing wrong with it.
No computers on it.
No, and that's the way
I wrecked it when I was drinking.
It's gonna stand the test of time, basically.
The other portion about old vehicles is always the when you're drinking. You don't feel so bad about it if you wreck it when you're drinking, but yeah.
You see
we've all grown past that. We won't discuss the whole if you stab darts in the dash while you're sober, you can just line everything up when you're drinking.
Hypoluxia says, I drive a Ford Fusion. It identifies as a Raptor. People look at me funny when I roll out of the desert range in the sedan. Dude, I wish I had a Raptor. I wish I had the money to get a Raptor, to be honest with you. Those things are freaking sick.
I wish I had the money to afford to put gas in a Raptor because I think they only get like 8 miles a gallon.
Well, it depends on which one you get.
Yeah,
so you get the regular F-150 Raptor, and you get 12 to 14 miles per gallon.
No, it's got a. I'm pretty sure they have the V6s in them, the twin turbos.
That's that's right. They did that in 2020 models. I think they went to that.
That's the same engine I have in my truck, and it's awesome. I get like 19, 22 miles a gallon on the city and like 28, almost 30 on the highway.
How do you boot somebody from the chat? Carcane just said Cybertruck is greater than Raptor.
Oh wow, that is not good.
What is it?
The Cybertruck, basically the
Tesla stainless steel Cybertruck.
Yeah, he's saying that the Cybertruck is better than the Raptor.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You've never seen that before?
Oh my god!
All electric.
It's got a purpose. It has a purpose. And I'll say Elon Musk is a creepy, weird son of a bitch. It's probably got some really unique stuff to it, but it's not a truck.
Yeah, no, it's like it looks like a Lego that was mixed with a Honda Ridgeline.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's a Honda Ridgeline made out of Connects.
Yeah, it's really weird, but it's all electric and just like the Tesla. I mean, Teslas are cool cars. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
They're fast.
Yeah, they are really fast.
Yeah, definitely.
I rode in one. I can't afford one.
No, I don't think anybody can afford one. I mean, I think they were saying that the Cybertruck was going to start at like $34,000, and then and everybody freaked out. No, the pre-order down payment was $34,000.
That's not a bad price on that, really.
No, well, the pre-order down payment was $34,000. The actual price is like $400,000.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. It looks like a transport truck from Aliens.
That kind of sounds cool though.
Yeah, it's neat and it's cool that it's electric, but I ain't getting one of them shits.
Right.
$100,000 though.
No.
Yeah, I don't even know what, and don't quote me on that. I could be completely off base, but it was something.
My F-150.
It
You know
was
how many
something
pre-86
astronomical.
machine guns I could own for that?
But the thing is about the Cybertruck, you could actually mount machine guns in it. It's reinforced. The suspension is reinforced. Everything is beefed up. It was built like a military truck.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
So I truly believe that he built it with the intention of making it a military truck.
This does sound kind of cooler than the Ford.
He said,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
He said it's $35,000 for the base model and like $70,000 for the fully opted model.
See, and I heard that when they came out, but I thought that was just the down payment for getting on the list to own one.
Dang. I mean, if you could mount a 50 cal on it, that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, if it's only $70,000 for a fully optioned one, sign me the fuck up.
I don't know, man. That's pretty expensive.
Well, $70K, you figure you probably got 10 years before it actually comes out, right?
Yeah.
So you just save a little bit here and there. Trade that $500 truck in and start buying a $500 a month truck in and start riding around in the Datsun.
I stick to my F-150. No thank you on that one.
I don't know. I think I saved up like $1,800 to pay for my Datsun. So
there's nothing wrong with it. If it still runs, it runs, man. They say if you get like $2,000 a year out of a vehicle, you're doing good.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
And that's general average. You know, if you get 5 years out of a vehicle you paid $10,000 for, you got your payback out of it. Yeah. And that's based off of if you would have to take public transportation to do your thing.
Let's see, Operator Tony. Hey, ladies. Oh, and BDGD.
I could be a lady.
I could be a lady. Yeah, sure.
I'm confused at why I'm two ladies. Fuck you, Tony.
I got boobs enough for both of us.
And I like
I'm there with you. I mean, I'd do it, but you know, whatever. Here we go. There you go. little B cup for you, C cup, whatever. I don't know. I've never measured.
Fully optioned one is faster than the Corvette. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Well, yeah, 0 to 100, anything electric is always going to be faster, you know, than a mechanical. And that's, you know, you've got the LS300s, you know, the Lexuses, they're hybrids, they're super fast. An electric motor is always going to be faster than a mechanical motor because of the torque curve. There is no torque curve on an electric motor. It's there. You hit it, the accelerator, and it's there. So, you know, with a mechanical motor, you're running inside power bands. You're going to have certain times where that motor is functioning at a higher rate than an electric motor. But overall, the average accelerator, lack of shifting, everything is going to run just that much better on an electric motor.
All I know is all the mechanical stuff I let Josh do because I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Mechanical is awesome, but it's a pain. I do mechanical engineering as my full-time job.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to see some of those aspects. And I can appreciate the engineering that goes into a lot of the stuff these guys put out. But I also think they got their heads in their ass. Even on new vehicles, look under the hood. How the hell do you work on that?
Yeah. That's the thing. That's what Josh was saying about his stuff, man. There's so much room in them. Like, even in that 86 that I bought from him, there's literally like 4 feet of room on each side that you can literally do whatever you want.
I always look back to like the first time I changed spark plugs for a friend of mine. It was in the front of his like 1986 Lincoln Continental. You could lay down on the freaking wheel well inside the hood to get to the back spark plug.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't doing that in anything now.
No, not at all.
And I'll say that
I changed the spark plugs on my Jeep. It was a 3-day job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you were just saying that about new vehicles. You know, you pop the hood and you're like, oh my God, where do I start? And I believe this with my whole heart is an engineer must have caught his wife cheating with a mechanic. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm gonna engineer this for you.
Yeah, work on this thing.
You know what? That's actually a really good hypothesis. I would believe that.
Let's see. Mike says, I just turned in. Why are you guys talking about cars?
Because what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about guns? Everybody talks about guns.
It's an everything show. We talk about everything. Anything that pops up, we just talk about it.
Right. You know. just
We talked about how big my boobs were.
It could.
Absolutely.
I could put guns in between my titties and shoot them. That might have something to do with guns, but other than that,
some of us might watch that.
You know what? New video.
Not me, but
Actually, it's already been a video.
Has it?
Yeah, you did the slow-mo at ID88.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey,
all right. Well, we're pushing an hour. I don't want to keep you guys on too long. I know you guys got other things to do. Let's see. A big word for me. Yeah, thanks, Tony. I don't know what word that was, Tony, but I'm pretty sure you thought it was big.
Cricket Murphy says poop. Cricket is Josh's significant other.
Well, welcome to the stream.
Yeah. So we are, the next thing we have going on is basically Iraq Veteran 8888. It is the range day. Man, it is literally the first time, like, this whole year has been fucked basically by us not being able to do anything, go to any shows, hang out with our friends, do nothing like that.
Right.
We have to work because we're essential people, so we don't get any time off to do anything.
Yeah.
So the Iraq Veteran shoot is basically the next big thing where we're going to get to go and hang out with everybody and see all of our friends and hang out and all that stuff. So we're excited to do that. Got more videos coming up. Got stuff about the fat guy holsters that we got coming up. New brands, new stuff with Ulti Clips are the main thing. Yeah, it's going to be killer, man. We got a lot of cool videos coming up. We just got a SOT. So we're going to have some full auto stuff coming up.
And suppressors.
And suppressors and stuff. So it's going to be cool, man. And a lot of stuff coming. So stay tuned. Basically.
Awesome. Definitely got to stay tuned. We're always subscribed to that channel, to your channel. Got those notifications on when you get something out there. I think your humor and the fact that you actually shoot guns is fun.
Thanks. The funny thing is, when we get out there and we do videos, we don't plan that shit out. We get out there and we're just like, hey, what do you want to do for this video? I don't know. What do you want to do for it? Then we start talking about it, and it just goes like that.
I don't know. I think out of all your videos, my favorite one, just comedic wise, has to be your the Millennium G2 is better than the 365. Just how shitty you treated the 365 and just having fun, and you even left the outtakes in where you hit little Josh in the face with the 365 throwing it. Love that.
Yeah. Dude, that gun is a dummy gun.
Yeah, it was a display gun.
We actually got from Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. They had a display gun before that thing actually came out. They had that in the showroom so people could pick it up, play with it, look at, see how it was going to feel. It actually has a bolt through where the barrel would be at. Like it's not operable.
Right.
But it still looks like a full, 365.
I don't even know where it's at.
I don't know either. We used to throw it around.
At the end of the video, you thought you left it on the range.
Yeah, we threw it around all over the place. Well, everybody in the comments are just like, "Oh, you guys are so unsafe. I can't believe you're throwing that stuff around." And we're just like, "Guys, calm down. It's a fake fucking gun."
Even if it was real, I mean, you guys are smart enough. You're clearing it. You're doing this. You're doing that. Yeah. You're doing something to maintain safety. I mean, you're not.
The funny thing is that when we stand in videos, I don't know if you can tell or not, but we stand kind of parallel to each other or offset from each other. So you can't really tell if one of us is actually going this way or going this way. We're pretty much ahead of each other or behind each other. So you can't really tell. And a lot of people are just like, "Oh, y'all are so unsafe and you do this." And they're fucking haters. And you go look at them and they got like 0 videos. So it's like,
people always are willing to criticize so quickly.
But you know what?
Nobody's doing anything.
That puts me back in the algorithm. So hit dislike and comment on it
exactly.
all you want, man.
Yep, definitely. Any interaction is good interaction on YouTube.
Damn right. It's true.
So yeah, anything else you guys wanted to talk about real quick? I don't really have a shtick to go through tonight. Like I said last week, I'll never monetize this. This is always just going to be open discussion, have fun, and it's really, I do this only just to promote Boog brand, which, if anybody ever wants to support us, this channel, what we do, this stream, this anything, buy something. That's all. I don't want you to spend any money on me unless you're getting something fucking cool in return. So,
yeah. That's why we do all of our shirts and stuff at Ballistic Ink, man. They make some cool ass shirts.
Right.
And,
yeah, I know. I have never dealt with them personally. I've definitely seen all you guys' stuff, and that's cool.
Any design that we can just think of, they literally put it up like the next day. It's so cool. Right. So Ballistic Ink has all kinds of shit. So if you want to support us, or even any of the other creators that are on there, they probably have 50 other creators on there, not just us.
Right.
And it's just cool to give back to the people that you enjoy watching our videos on.
Right.
And that's how you can support us. You can go to Ballistic Ink, or you can go to Jack's Tactical and buy one of these awesome fat guy holsters if you're a fat guy, or if you're Josh size, he wears them.
I wear one.
Yeah, they work. Look at that plaid. So you can go there and order that
God's
stuff.
Plaid.
Yeah, there you go, God's plaid. You can become a Patreon member if you want to do that. But other than that, man, we just like making videos, and we like that y'all like to watch them.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys are on Instagram at Black Diamond Guns and Gear. You guys are on Parler at Black Diamond Guns and Gear. You guys are on Facebook at Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Obviously, YouTube at Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Anything else?
That's it.
I think we got a Twitter, don't we?
You got a Twitter? I don't know. I don't tweet. Yeah,
we don't Twatter. We don't.
Twatter.
We have one, but we don't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so many people have a Twatter and don't use it. I might have. I think at one point I had like 4 Twitter accounts, and I never once posted to them. But I still get like 30 emails a week.
Yeah.
So they can keep that.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I think the only person who really tweets anymore is Donald Trump.
Well, that's assuming he's not getting a ban.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate you guys just hanging out with us, having a good time. And, definitely in the future, if you guys ever want to drop by, if you ever got some news you want to drop off, just let me know. We've got plenty of time, and this is something that we're just going to continue for the foreseeable future.
Hey, we doubled our numbers. We're at 13 right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, we're still rookie numbers, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm not doing it for the views. I'm doing it for the fun. So, everybody, I want you all to have a good night. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you next week, where we've got Hypoluxia coming on. And I'm sure he's going to talk some shit about Tyler. So just don't tell Tyler.
My man right there. Hypoluxia, my man.
I'm joking. Anyways, I want you guys all to have a good evening. And we appreciate